on here. Welcome to the chapter interlude and chapter 7 of the Night of Campaign Journey's End in the Warcraft III Reforged. So let's watch the cinematic, The Last Guardian, and chapter 7, Twilight of the Gods. 2 days later, in a tranquil glade of Mount Hyjal.
We have no time for this. What are we doing out here?
Last night in a dream, a great raven spoke to me and summoned me to this place.
We were summoned here as well.
Who are you, Outlanders?
I am Thrall, son of Duratan, war chief of the Horde.
And I am Jaina Proudmoore, leader of the human survivors of Lordaeron.
You are not welcome here.
Peace, priestess. They've come to aid you against the Legion.
It was you in my dream. But who are you to make such an offer to us?
I am the reason for the Legion's return. Years ago, I brought the orcs into this world, and by doing so, I opened a path for the demons as well. For my sins, I was murdered by those who I cared for most. Despite my death, war raged across the lands of the East for many long years, leaving entire kingdoms devastated in its wake. Now, at long last, I have returned to set things right. I am Medivh, the last Guardian. I tell you now, the only chance for this world is for you to unite in arms against the enemies of all who live.
Epic. So the Night Elf, Orc, and humans are united. Well, to be more precise, survivors of Lordaeron, only one kingdom of humans. So Theramore is all survivors of Lordaeron? Interesting. Chapter 7, Twilight of the Gods. The next morning near Hyjal Summit, the Night Elves, Orcs, and humans gathered to plan the defense of the mountain.
Sorry I'm late. It's just as we feared. Archimonde and his Doomguard are making their way towards the summit. He'll be here any moment.
10,000 years ago, we Night Elves defeated the Burning Legion. Though the rest of the world was shattered, we were left free to live out our immortal lives in peace, bound to the World Tree. We are its protectors, and through it we were granted immortality and power over nature. Now, at last, it is time we gave that power back.
You realize that we will age as these mortals do. Our powers over nature will wane in time.
If pride gives us pause, my love, then perhaps we have lived long enough already. I will proceed to the summit and prepare our defenses there. Whatever comes, my love, remember, our bond is eternal.
Epic. I'll relive those words.
Hear me, Night Elves. The time for reckoning has come.
If you can provide our bases with support and keep us from being overwhelmed, Thrall and I will delay Archimonde's ascent.
Your plan is a bold one, girl. Perhaps I have misjudged you, Outlanders. May Elune shine upon you.
To arms, my brethren. To arms, brave orcs and humans. Twilight falls, and the enemy awaits.
Waiting on you.
Anudora.
Give that Archimonde for 45 minutes. Archimonde must not reach the world tree. You must attempt to slow Archimonde's ascent to Hydral's summit by throwing everything you can at him and his elite forces. By doing this, you'll buy him a few at the time he needs to implement his mysterious plan for the world tree's defense. Though many of your brethren may fall, their sacrifice will secure the future of the world itself. Okay, it's just a survival defense mission. How many do we have on?
It shall be done.
Okay, we need to kind of... Supply the crates.
Anudora.
Okay.
Priestess Tyrande, the undead have begun to construct a new settlement. It won't be long before they start attacking our allies.
Press the attack. Pathetic wretches.
I heed the
Research
voice
finished.
as the goddess wills. By Elune.
Okay.
Anudora. It shall be done.
Get that over here.
How dare you!
Our allies' town needs help.
The goddess calls.
The undead are attacking. Send help.
How do I get there?
Anudora.
Ashrathoraman. Immediately.
How can I?
It shall be done. For Kalimdor,
How do we get there?
it shall be done.
5.
For Kalimdor, Ashtherodanador,
Park skin for
it
the
shall
boss.
be done.
Let's
Our allies' town needs help.
The goddess calls. So be it.
Anudora, it shall be done. Has sleep dulled my senses?
Research finished.
What threatens these lands?
Research finished. Insufficient gold.
Anudora.
Research finished.
Ashtherodanador. For Kalimdor,
Your building
Can
is
these guys
complete.
get over here somehow? I want to find out how many people I have.
Research finished. Our allies' town needs help.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Ashtherodanador. For Kalimdor,
Research finished.
Shadow Class. Are they gonna fight us?
Ashtherodanador.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Whoa, they're together. Whoa, that's friendly.
I'd love to.
Your building is
voice.
research finished.
Anudora!
Anudora.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
For Kalimdor.
Your building is complete.
Ashrathoraman. By Elun.
Research finished.
Get it. More. Yes, good job.
Ashtherodanador.
You,
The land and I are one.
Someone threatens the wilds. As the goddess wills. I hear the voice of Elun.
oh wow, she is hurt.
By Elun. Someone threatens the wilds. I hear the voice of Elun.
Your
name of
building is
Fenrir.
warriors
For
have
Kalimdor.
engaged the enemy.
Something is amiss.
Someone threatens the wilds. Immediately. The goddess calls. As the goddess wills.
Okay.
Research finished.
Let the killing begin.
Healing
Let the
magic.
killing begin. Let the killing begin. Let the killing begin. Let the killing begin.
Something is amiss.
Tiwanax. Dewaniwanga.
So be it.
Anudora.
Okay, you. Get over here. So how do they get here? Through here? No, through this path. Through this northern path.
I heed the voice of Elun. Someone threatens the wilds. Immediately. By Elun.
Our allies' town needs
I
help.
heed the voice of Elun.
Should we help?
It
The
shall be
goddess
done.
calls. As the goddess wills.
You know what? We're gonna come here.
I heed the voice of Elun. Ashrathoraman.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I heed the voice of Elun. Ashrathoraman.
We can't build there.
Ashtherodanador.
I heed the voice of Elun. Ashrathoraman.
Where shall I strike?
Something is amiss.
Our allies'
The
town
goddess
needs help.
calls.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Hmm.
Our allies'
Where
town
am I?
needs help.
This. Oh, this portals. Oh, I see. So this army would be.
For
I
Kalimdor.
heed the voice of Elun.
Your building is complete. Your building is complete.
Press the attack. How dare you?
The goddess calls. So be it.
Torfala Nordora. It shall be
Inventory
done.
is full. Inventory is full.
Call now.
For Kalimdor. It shall be done. Anudora.
Research
Your
finished.
building is complete. Your building is complete.
Research finished. Our allies' town needs help.
Someone please arrive.
Research finished.
The land and I are one. Ashtherodanador.
Our
Something
allies' town
is
needs
amiss.
help.
What threatens these lands?
Ashrathoraman.
For Kalimdor. Anudora.
Your building is complete. The goddess calls.
Research
we can't
finished.
build there. Someone threatens the wilds.
They're not gonna get past these defenses.
Our allies' town needs help.
I heed the voice of a man.
Ashtherodanador.
Our allies' town needs help. More lumber is required.
The goddess
For
calls.
Kalimdor. Anudora.
Get over here.
Someone threatens the wilds. Immediately. Your building is complete. Your building is complete. Your building is complete. Your building is complete. Your building is complete.
More lumber is required.
Ashrathoraman.
Let the killing begin. Let the killing begin.
Something is amiss.
Ichuta. I'd love
Someone
to.
threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman.
Our sacred grove is being
The
desecrated.
goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds.
It shall be done.
Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills.
Our allies' town needs help.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Ashtherodanador.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls.
Anudora.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Something is amiss.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Ashrathoraman.
What
Immediately.
threatens these lands?
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds.
Something is amiss. For Kalimdor,
I heed the voice of
what
Elune.
threatens these lands? Ashtherodalador.
Our
Someone
time is
threatens the
short.
wilds?
Something is amiss. Anudora. It shall be done.
Our
Anudora.
allies' town needs help.
The goddess calls.
The land and I are one. Threatens these lands.
Someone threatens the wilds?
Has sleep dulled my senses?
As the goddess wills.
Something is amiss. The land and I are one.
Bow Elune.
What threatens these lands?
As the goddess wills.
Something is amiss.
Our town Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Research finished. Research finished.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
So be it.
The land and I are one. Has sleep dulled my senses?
Immediately.
The sleeper has awakened.
The land and I are one.
I don't know if I can.
By Elune.
Has sleep dulled my senses? Something is amiss.
Our allies' town needs help.
Threatens these lands. Has sleep dulled my senses?
Okay, let's get this done.
Our allies' town needs help. Our allies' town needs help.
What threatens these lands?
As the goddess wills.
My strength is yours. At once.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Something is amiss.
So be it.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Immediately.
The land and I are one.
Research finished.
It shall be done.
Immediately.
Our allies' town needs help.
Has sleep dulled my senses? What threatens these lands?
Yeah, I think we're gonna
Has
leave
sleep
this.
dulled my senses? What threatens these lands?
Our champion
The
has
land
fallen.
and
Our allies'
Something
town
is
needs help.
amiss.
Let's fall back.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
An
The land
allied
and I
champion
are
has
one.
fallen. Our allies' town needs help.
Where's our thing? Yes, that's.
Our Our allies' town needs help.
I think the humans are done.
We can't build there. Our
What
allies'
threatens
town
these
needs help.
lands? Anudora. For Kalimdor, something is amiss.
Our allies' town needs help.
I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune,
Has sleep dulled my
the
senses?
goddess calls. Ashrathoraman,
Our allies'
as
town
the
needs
goddess
The
help.
land
wills.
and I are one.
Let the killing begin. Let the killing begin.
What threatens these lands?
Research
You want
finished.
axe?
I heed the voice of
Our
Elune.
allies' town needs help.
You are very brave to stand against me, little human. If only your countrymen had been as bold, I would have had more fun scouring your wretched nations from the world.
Is talking all you demons do?
Show yourself. Or do you intend to have mortal girls do all your fighting for you?
Oh boy, I don't know.
Your building
Has
is
sleep
complete. Our
dulled my
allies' town
senses?
needs help.
Go over here.
Priestess, the undead have constructed a new settlement. They are mustering new forces to send at us. Our allies' town needs help.
Ashrathoraman,
Oh boy. Can we survive? I don't think we can. For another 24 minutes. Oh man, the orcs don't really have much.
What threatens these lands?
Lightning rejuvenation.
Insufficient gold.
the goddess calls. Ashrathoraman,
The land and I are one.
Or could I
The sleeper has awakened.
Insufficient gold. Research finished. Our allies' town needs help.
the goddess calls. Someone please
Your
hurry.
building is complete.
We're under attack! Send reinforcements quickly!
fire?
Ashrathoraman,
Something is amiss.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
someone threatens the wild. As the goddess wills.
Two.
Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold. Insufficient
The
gold.
sleeper has awakened.
Insufficient gold.
What
Ashrathoraman,
threatens these lands?
I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately.
Insufficient gold.
Ashrathoraman, The goddess calls.
The sleeper
We
has
can't build
awakened.
there. Insufficient gold.
As sleep dulled my senses, the land and I are one.
Our time is short. Where shall I strike?
Your building is complete. Your building is complete. By Elune.
Okay, finally I'm done with the cranes.
Your building is complete.
Something is amiss.
Ah, the great outdoors.
The land and I are one.
The goddess calls. Your building is complete. Your building is complete.
This, any other.
Your building
What
is
threatens
complete.
these lands? The land and I
I heed
are
the
one.
voice of Elune.
Well, I'm all capped out.
The goddess calls.
What threatens these lands?
Methadon? Free.
As sleep dulls my senses, something is amiss.
Your building is the goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune.
The land and
The
I are
goddess
one.
calls. Someone threatens the wild.
Something is amiss.
I heed the voice of Elune.
The land and I are one.
Someone threatens the wild.
Get over here.
What
I heed the
threatens
voice
these
of Elune.
lands?
Over here. I think we can survive this.
Our warriors have engaged the
The
enemy.
goddess calls.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Our allies'
Someone
town
threatens
needs
the
help.
wild.
Anudora.
Ashra Thoraman. Someone threatens the wild.
What threatens these lands?
Someone threatens the
The
wild.
land and I are one.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls.
What threatens these lands? Something is amiss.
Ashra Thoraman.
What threatens these lands?
The goddess calls.
The land and I are one.
Of
Your
course.
building is
It shall
complete.
be done.
Your building is
The
complete.
land and
Your
I are
building
one.
is complete. Someone threatens the wild.
Threatens these lands.
Ashra Thoraman. So be it.
Our allies' town needs help.
Someone threatens the wild.
The land and I are
I
one.
heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls.
Your building is complete.
Something is amiss.
Someone threatens the wilds.
What threatens these lands?
I heed the voice of
The
your
land and I are one.
My path is clear.
As sleep dulled my senses. Something is amiss.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Our
Someone
warriors
threatens the
have
wilds.
engaged the enemy.
What threatens these lands? Anudora.
Your building is complete. Your building is complete.
Ashrathoraman.
Your building is complete.
By Elune.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Someone threatens the
What
wilds.
threatens these lands? It shall be done. Anudora. For Kalimdor.
Ashrathoraman.
Tracker.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Okay, goblin landmines. Maybe I should
What
buy
threatens these lands?
from their store.
Something is amiss.
The melee champion. 3.
What threatens these lands?
We can't build there.
Something is amiss.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
My strength is yours.
Our allies' town needs help.
Ashrathoraman.
We can't build there.
Hush their God.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Has sleep
The
dulled
goddess
my
calls.
senses? What threatens these lands? Something is amiss.
I heed the voice of Elune. As
Our
the goddess
warriors
wills.
have engaged the enemy.
The land and I are one. What threatens these lands?
Our
Ashrathoraman.
allies' town needs help. Your building is complete.
Amiss. Has sleep
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Our allies' town needs help.
is amiss.
Our time is short.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Where shall I strike it?
Someone threatens the wilds.
What threatens these lands?
By Elune.
Your building is complete.
Something is amiss. Has sleep dulled my senses?
Our time is short.
Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. Immediately.
The land and I are one. Something is amiss.
Let the killing begin. Who'd you want to kill? What you want?
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds?
Has sleep dulled my senses? The land and I are one. Something is amiss. For Kalimdor.
The goddess calls.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Our sacred world is being desecrated.
The land and I are one.
The goddess calls.
Threatens these lands.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
The land and I
Someone
are
threatens the
one.
wild.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I hear the voice of the
Has sleep dulled my senses? The land and I are one.
Right.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
There's one more.
The land and I are one.
Your building is complete.
The land
Your
and
building
I are
is
one.
complete.
The goddess calls. By Elun. So be it.
Something is
Your
amiss.
building is complete.
The sleeper has awakened.
Ancient protectors chucking rocks.
Where shall I strike? Of course. My strength is yours.
What threatens these lands? Anudora.
Ashrathoraman. Immediately.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Something is amiss.
Our allies' town needs help.
What threatens these lands?
Someone threatens the wild.
Something is amiss. What threatens these lands? Something is amiss.
Ashrathoraman.
Our allies' town needs help.
Has sleep dulled my
Our warriors
senses?
have engaged the enemy.
What threatens these lands?
By Elun.
Our
gold mine
warriors
is
have
running
engaged
low.
the enemy.
Get over here.
The land and I are one. It shall be done.
So be
What
it.
threatens these lands? Has sleep dulled my senses?
We can't build there.
By Elun. So be it.
Take your time. Look around.
As the goddess wills. So be it.
Can I help you?
I heed the voice of Elun. Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills.
Something is amiss.
Our warriors have
Anudora.
engaged the enemy.
For Kalimdor.
Come on up.
Anudora.
Let the killing begin.
What threatens these lands?
What you want?
It shall be done.
Your building is complete.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Something is amiss.
Immediately.
What threatens these lands? Has sleep dulled my senses?
So be it. Immediately. As the goddess
Our gold mine has collapsed.
By enemy. Immediately. So be it. Immediately.
I stand ready. The land and I are one.
Our sacred groves have engaged the enemy.
Point the way. To the skies.
Threatens these lands. Has sleep dulled my senses?
I stand ready.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Our allies' town needs help.
Something is amiss.
Of course.
I stand ready.
The land and I are one.
The goddess calls.
Has sleep dulled my senses? Anudora.
Ashrathoraman.
Okay.
On your mark. Take wing.
One more. Oh, I see what's happened here. Whoa. Oh, look at the tree.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Our sacred
Your
grove is being
building is
desecrated.
Point the way. Done.
Your building is complete.
Our allies' town needs help.
Threatens these lands.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone is alive.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
The goddess calls.
Our time is now. Hold on.
Your building is complete.
As the goddess
Threatens
wills.
these lands. It shall
Someone
be done.
threatens the wilds.
The land and I are
I
one.
heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls.
Okay, 2 minutes.
Has sleep dulled my senses? Anudora. The land and I are one.
Let the killing begin. Let the killing begin.
Has sleep dulled my senses? The land and I are one.
Ashrathoraman.
Take your time. Look around.
The goddess calls.
Hello.
Insufficient
What
gold.
threatens these
Ashrathoraman.
lands?
Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune. Immediately.
The sleeper has
By Elune.
awakened.
Immediately. So be it. By Elune.
Something is amiss.
Our allies' town needs
Has
help.
sleep
I
dulled my
heed the voice of
senses?
Elune.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune.
The land and I are one.
The sleeper has awakened.
Something is amiss.
warriors have engaged the enemy.
The land and I are one.
Someone is alive.
Something is amiss.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
I'm awake.
Something is amiss. Ashtherodonadon.
The goddess calls.
Ah, the great
over here.
outdoors.
1 minute left.
The land and I are one.
What is nature?
Come, you night elves. Where is the fire and the passion with which you fought so long ago?
Press the attack.
Oh no! Archimon!
The land and I are one.
The goddess calls.
It threatens these lands.
I heed the voice.
The land and I are one.
We won!
Great
good.
outdoors. Our allies.
Small did not fall. Hey, he didn't even get past Thrall's base.
Archimon's victory here has made him overconfident. He will not see the trap that I laid for him until it is too late.
The tree is clear. Witness the end, you mortals. The final hour has come.
The Outlanders held him back as long as they could. Were you successful in planning the summit's defense?
Yes. Now our victory is assured.
The roots will heal in time, as will the entire world. The sacrifices have been made. Just as the orcs, humans, and night elves discarded their old hatreds and stood united against a common foe, so did nature herself rise up to banish the shadow forever. As for me, I came back to ensure that there would be a future, to teach the world that it no longer needs needed guardians. The hope for future generations has always resided in mortal hands. And now that my task is done, I will take my place amongst the legends of the past.
Epic. Well, that was the Reign of Chaos. 3 campaigns. The next will be Frozen Throne, and that'll be for another time. Over and out.